guys that he was the song that all us teenagers of our time we were listening to and singing to, and that's Baby so NANGE. And now look at you.
And you know what's amazing is that that song, I don't know, today, right today, if on any performance I go, as soon as I start singing that song, it's a rap.
It's a rap. It's a rap.
Even till now, even like in the clubs, I'll be out there and like you hear that song playing, you're wondering like, the way it's received, you can think it's so fresh. Kumbe is actually from long time ago.
Long time ago.
It doesn't feel like a song of like 10 years.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And anyway, I also realized like when BEERA was released, there were people that were like 15.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
When we were like 17.
Yeah, now we're grown.
Now we're grown. There were kids that were like 13 and they were jamming. We used to do high school tours and you had like Form 2s jamming to that. Today they're like, I don't know. What 20 were?
Our very own Dangote was sending us out. Our very own Dangote was sending us how he was a prom king and he had.
So like I realized that the demographic is crazy. Yeah. Because there were people that were 30.
Yes.
When that banger, I performed at weddings.
Yeah.
For that banger. Now those people are like what? 40?
Yeah.
So you see, and they've been in the journey all along. So I realized like the demographic is so wide.
Yeah, very true.
And there are a lot of people that I've been with on my journey.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's high time to celebrate it.
Yeah.
We lost some soldiers along the way.
Yeah.
Others went abroad. Sometimes I feel like I'm the last man standing in the way.
Yeah.
Like bro.
Aye.
When BEERA NANGE was there was like there's a lot of artists that actually weren't there.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of a line, one of some song of some guy.
Yeah.
It says, "Zelichumachi still basanga wherever in the car. Zelichumachi still."
What does that mean in English?
I am like steel.
Yes.
Steel lasts so long.
Oh.
You find it there, you leave it there.
That's a beautiful one.
And obviously, Tony, in your journey, as you've said, there's so many artists that started with you. And what do you think has helped you keep that relevant till today? Because as you said, people were in high school and people are now grown today, they still love you. Right. What do you think has actually been able to keep that longevity of ALLAN TONIKS himself and the brand as a whole, and actually keep the music alive?
I think first of all, I was always very authentic. Because my motivation for being in the game was never fame, or it was passion was the thing that I led with. That was what got me into it. Honestly, I was never really thinking about, when I was in studio doing a song, I wasn't thinking about like, oh, how it would be like when I'm famous. And no, that wasn't the thing. I was just like enjoying the moment, enjoying the music. That was it. Whatever came after that was just a byproduct. So because I had that mindset, I wasn't really easily swayed and by the other things that come along with fame. Of which, if that's your motivation, then your journey becomes a little bit more complicated.
But don't lie, I've seen you in the tabloids.
Remember,
I've known you since 2011.
I was just living my life.
But like speaking of that, the fact that you started music at a very young age, do you feel like your music has really changed, like leading to one road and then coming back to this side and then going to another to a different direction? Which album was the one that you felt like, okay, this is really me?
Well, of course, most artists, I think, like almost, I don't know, it could even be 100%.
Yeah.
Some of the first projects you do are really, really, really so you, because they're not influenced by other creative input.
Yes.
Why? Because when you started out, you don't really have networks in the game much, especially those of us who've never been on labels and stuff. You hustle your thing. So you find like, I was having a chat the other day with a couple of friends, some DJs who were surprised that most of my earlier songs, you find out write, produce, sing the song, and then push the song.
That's crazy.
But they were bangers. So the authenticity was so much that you have to write the thing, sing, produce the thing, write the song, sing the song. And we used to do that because we were trying to make stuff happen without any support system.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
management, you don't have a record label, so like you have a budget.
Yeah.
So, but you have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So then you have to learn the stuff. The
So
hard
you
way.
actually learned the music industry the hard way. You
Yeah,
really
like-
didn't get a paved way for you.
No, the foot soldier way. Because
yeah.
after you do that,
Yeah.
and then you have to go to the things, to the streets, to the
Yeah.
CDs, and highlight the DJ. So you can imagine the
Yeah.
process was like from basically you were an artist, but you were a label as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not sustainable in the long run. I feel.
I think it's good, by the way, for artists to go through that.
Yes.
Because you see now, even when the label comes, let's say the label comes, the management comes, you know as you what you want, even if they come and tell you, okay, we want you to do this, this, and that, or this how this is supposed to be. You say,
yeah.
no, wait, hold up, here's my input because I know it's supposed to be like this, but you're telling me something different. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
So word up to you, Alan Toniks, for that.
Energy Radio.